Well, we have a packed show for you today, Lauren, and we're going to start with football. And after this weekend's gut-wrenching loss to Wisconsin, Iowa football is now all but eliminated from winning the Big Ten West. With 3 one-possession games sitting in the loss column, many Hawkeye fans feel as though the team was so close, yet so far. DITV director John Rawson has more on how one play captured the feeling more than any other.
Wisconsin, 24. Iowa, 16. Then this 75-yard connection between Nate Stanley and Tyrone Tracy closed the gap to a meager 2-point conversion with under 3.5 to go in the game. What happened on the 2-point conversion tells the story of Iowa's season. So close, yet so far away.
Yeah, it was a draw. Just try to give it some time, let it develop a little bit. The linebacker did a great job at coming up and hitting me. Unfortunately, just half a yard short.
I mean, he was trying to get in there, and it just, I guess I understand the umpire screened one of our blockers, but that's, it's football, and everybody's got a job to do. So it's pretty crowded down there typically. But yeah, that's him. I mean, he's going to compete his tail off, and he's a first-class guy. I'm really, happy he's our quarterback.
With Nate at the helm, this season the Hawkeyes have lost their 3 games by a combined 14 points, with the biggest margin being 7 to Michigan. And each loss is to a top 20 team. So head coach Kirk Ferentz knows this is no easy task.
It's hard to do. That's probably there are 7 teams, I think, right, on our side. So one's going to go and 6 aren't. So, that's the way football goes sometimes. And everybody's competing for the same thing.
And one of those teams competing for a Big Ten West title, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, will burrow down in Kinnick Stadium this Saturday to keep themselves atop the division. Reporting from Camp Randall Stadium, John Rawson, DITV Sports.
Well, there is still a chance, technically, that Iowa could win the West. However, every game from here on out is a must-win, and that starts at 3 p.m. on Saturday against Minnesota. And last night, the Iowa men's basketball team was handed their first loss of the season. The Blue Demons got off to a 13-0 lead against the Hawks and didn't look back. Iowa couldn't keep up with DePaul as they were able to score from behind the arc all night long, as the Hawks would lose this contest 93-78.
Making mistakes that, were essentially inexperienced mistakes by guys that have experience.
It's early. We got to learn. We got a really tough schedule. And we just got to, pick it up in practice to have a better prep. We got to just get ready for Oral Roberts and get ready to go. It's just, you got to turn the page, learn from it, and move on.
Well, the Hawks will look to turn the page when they face Oral Roberts on Friday night at 7 here in Iowa City. And resetting the court to Iowa volleyball, the team set a new attendance record when they faced Nebraska last Saturday night, but they were swept by the Cornhuskers 3-0. The Hawks and the Cornhuskers traded points throughout the first set, but tied at 20-20, Nebraska took the last 5 points, securing the first set 25-21. Iowa started out strong in the second set, taking the lead 4-1, but then fell off, letting Nebraska catch up and take the lead 10-6. Iowa added a few more points with aces from freshman Jocelyn Boyer, but fell behind again and ended up losing set 2, 18-25. In the third set, the Cornhuskers racked up points, taking an early 9-3 lead, resulting in an Iowa timeout. The Hawks took a point coming out of their timeout, but Nebraska answered back, gaining a 10-point lead 20-10, where the Hawks would eventually drop the third and final set 25-14.
Every team is an opportunity to either clip a set or take 2 sets or even a match. Just because in November you're getting towards the end and some teams are thinking more about NC2A because they can see it, so they kind of relax a little bit, and that's when opportunities to get matches. And so we're just more talking about being more about us and being about progression, and we should be seeing something new or adding from what we had on Wednesday match. We should see something different on Saturday. So that's pretty much our focus.
The volleyball team heads to Ann Arbor tomorrow to take on the Michigan Wolverines. and hopefully the world of Hawkeye sports can turn themselves around this week and rack up a couple of wins. Check back tomorrow for the football team's thoughts on doing just that as they play the undefeated Gophers at Kinnick this Saturday. Lauren, back to you.